You can check out all the episodes of The Table of Truth on our website, www.tableoftruth.com.
You're listening to The Basements.
All right, we are live. Welcome everybody to The Table of Truth. This is your man Cam. With me as always is...
What up, y'all? D Window. I hear echo again, but it's all good.
What's up, y'all? This is Cam, a.k.a. ISIS. I'm a threat.
Yo, come on, man. You trying to get us blocked on the radio? I mean, come on.
For real, man. And NSA has a... Once you say ISIS, it automatically puts it into the database.
Yeah, as soon as you mention it.
I'm Christian, and I work for ISIS.
That's an oxymoron if I ever heard one. Straight up.
I think they said, what did they say? Obama. There's a meme with Obama. He's like, he's pro-gay, eats bacon, and what was the other one? Mom is a white lady, and he's like the worst Muslim ever. Oh, and he drinks beer.
He's not Muslim.
Yeah, he's like he's the worst Muslim ever.
Like being a Jewish Nazi, yo. Those things just don't go together.
Yeah, seriously. But yeah, we're back from another exciting adventure. It's the Table of Truth. Welcome everybody. I'm glad everyone's here.
We missing somebody, but it's all good.
It's okay. It's almost the fourth quarter for the Giants game, so hopefully after that's over, you shall rejoin us.
Yeah, man, the Green Lion is missing.
But yeah, man, we're back. Bunch of craziness is going on. You got the Warriors losing, you got the UFC fight, and you got the Rondo stuff. I think we should start with Rondo first. Get that out the way.
Yeah, I literally heard about this story today on I think it was on ESPN, Sports Nation. They were talking about, I guess Rondo called the ref. Supposedly the cameras picked it up. He like yelled out a gay slur at a ref, and then I guess either today or this weekend the ref was like, "Yo, I'm happily gay." Rondo was right. Why is this a story, guys?
Well,
So Rondo's apologizing. He's like, "Yo, I was frustrated. I was just yelling something." He's getting killed for this right now.
you can't do that, though, man. You can't say you a faggot. Well, you know what? I understand where his anger coming from because he gave him a death stare. Why you get a text from a stare?
That's when, to me, sports is getting soft. I can't look at you. Come
Yo,
on, man.
He's like, "You faggot." He was like, "Thank you."
Yeah.
Nah, I mean, he wrong for that, though. You can't do that, though. And you know the camera's going to catch it, especially when you walk up to him and you get in the boot. So you just got to take that L. Volatile.
I agree. I mean,
you just can't say it.
Yeah, I understand the frustration part, but you're right. You can't say it. Like, didn't your boy Kobe get fined a couple years ago for sitting on the bench
Him and
punching the chair and saying it?
Yeah, him and Joe Kim. No, if Kobe getting fined for punching a chair, an inanimate object, what you think Rondo about to get? We're talking to a real person.
Yeah, true.
Yeah, I think they suspended Rondo for 1 game or something like that.
They're going to have to suspend him longer. He skated on that.
Yo, all right. Can we start suspending Kevin Garnett for saying nigga? If you put this, like, how is this dude?
No, I agree. You can't do that. Like, you just can't do it. Like,
yeah, honestly, if I had a kid, I would tell him don't look at Kevin Garnett. Like, when if we're sitting courtside, I've never seen a player's mouth. It's just like F-bomb. I'm surprised he hasn't got suspended for all the shit that comes out his mouth.
Yeah.
That's hilarious.
Rondo crossed the line, especially like you don't talk to a ref like that. You can
exactly.
You could jaw jack to another player. They ain't gonna care.
But Tim, that's sports talk is what I'm trying to say. As common when you're playing sports, those words come out your mouth. It wasn't like you know what I mean. It wasn't like he was walking down the street and he touched Rondo or he gave Rondo a look and Rondo screamed it out. I'm not defending it, but that's the only reason why I'm like it makes sense because you do hear those type of words being used when you play sports.
But you can't do that in a professional environment.
So I wonder, would he get the same?
They're human.
Would he get the same thing if he said like sissy or some other like uh
It just don't sound hard. You
Nah,
sissy.
Cam, I'm telling you, if he would have called him nigga, it wouldn't have mattered. They'd be like, oh, okay. Like it wouldn't be a story right now.
Like I said, this all came from a stare down. He shouldn't even got just let him go. That's when the refs want to be a part of the game. Like Joey Crawford did that to Tim Duncan on the bench. He just gave him a
Joey Crawford so much.
he gave him a tech and
laughing.
ejected him for laughing. And then he gave him the stare and he kicked him out of the game. I'm like, wow. That's when the refs is becoming. They want to be a part of the game.
Like a player can look at you like, so what? He's not saying anything to you. If he's staring at you, and then if he's ODing, Rondo was just upset, so he stared at him. That's when you say as a ref, like, yo, look away, like you trying to get a tech. You know what I mean? Like the ref was like, nah, don't even look at me.
Nah, every time I dribble the ball, I give him a cold look coming down court, like in my head, you motherfucker. You can't do nothing, but you just give him that cold look, like you sucker, like you're hurt and you know it. That's the look he would get.
Jeez.
But whatever.
So random. I mean, it happens.
He should get a multi-game suspension just for.
No, come on. Now you're taking it too far. A multi-game suspension?
Wow, that
2 games.
Really?
Yes. You can't say that out loud into a ref. You can't do that.
Dude, it's part of the game.
That is not.
That's like me yelling out anyone. I'm sorry, it's just something I'm used to doing when I play basketball.
No. Street ball, yes. NBA to a referee. Yeah. Come on, like Joey Crawford to give you a tech cracker. Oh, you out, bro? Like,
no one even uses that word.
Yeah, I'm just saying anything. You redneck, hillbilly ass. You know what I'm saying? It's done. You're out.
Yeah, no, that makes sense. Now, you know what? Dwayne's been saying it for years. NBA is soft.
It is. The world we live in is soft, Cam. Put it that way.
Yeah, no, I agree.
But no, I'm not trying to say I don't get the other side of the story, but at the same time, I'm like, it happened on the court. I mean,
it's more about
it's part of the game. Yeah,
you're like more
we all understand the context of how he said it, but he can't say it.
Yeah, it's more about, like you said, like why is this a story? It's more like this is stupid.
And he had to come out and be like, yo, I had no clue. Like I was just frustrated and talking in the game. He's like, I didn't know this.
Yeah,
so.
Anybody that knows or plays street ball, you're like, man, quit being a faggot. And it's more a passing gesture. Now we live in a society that we're uber sensitive, so we have to watch what you say, especially if you're a professional. You have to be uber careful what you say. I mean, if Kobe can get it, Rondo can get it. So, I think Kobe got a fine, right? And he was criticized in the media about that because he is a superstar. Rondo's a superstar, but not on the level of Kobe, but he's one of those dudes that you're going to pay attention, especially now because he's having a really good year. So all eyes are on him. So
he's more of an all-star. Yeah. Like Kobe's the household name.
Yeah.
Like fans of basketball know Rondo, but
Kobe
you can't go to your mom.
Kobe's a brand.
Yeah, Kobe's a brand.
Yeah, Kobe's a brand. Yeah, Kobe's a brand.
He holds more weight, I guess.
Also, sports related. Warriors lost to the Milwaukee Bucks this past weekend. So
Lakers are
quite a big deal.
Woo!
Who Lakers? Oh, you mean like the old school Lakers that had the record?
Yes, sir.
I'm like not the 2015 Lakers.
The best meme I saw was I think it was like from Apollo 13 or something like that, and they show like NASA and like to see if they if they make it onto the moon, and they put like
players.
And like wait for it, and then once the the clock went to 0 and the Warriors lost, you see all of them like high fiving each other and like laughing and stuff. It's like, man, people just make these memes and they're waiting for it.
Well, there's a part of me that wanted to see this. Basketball fan wanted to see how far they could take it. But the Laker fan in me wanted our record still protected. So I'm like kind of torn in between. It's good to see like records being broken. I always appreciate that. But at the same time, again, me and Duane talked about this, man. Warrior fans getting annoying. They were delusional. They thought they was going to win 82 games straight. They thought they were better than the Bulls. I was like, y'all tripping, man. Like, y'all need to just get to 33 first, then get to 60, and then we'll see about the 72. And if you get to 72, we can see how far you take it. But they really,
Exactly.
the Warriors had people believing in black magic. They thought it was like, we about to win every game. I'm like, really? Like, common sense and just, y'all lost all sense of reality. It's so hard to not lose a game, let alone 82, let alone 20 straight. Come on, now. You know what I'm saying? Like, y'all was bugging. They're starting to get a little annoying, so I'm glad they lost. And it's good for them. It's good for the team to take a loss because I think Draymond Green said he felt like every game was a playoff game. Now they can play normal basketball again. So it's good for them.
Yeah, that's a good point. Yeah, that's a good point. Now they can just get back to just winning because I mean they're gonna have they still have the best record in the league. So now we'll see what happens going forward.
Yeah, I feel like I was happy they lost. Like it kind of made basketball interesting. I think we spoke on it briefly. Like no one's really watching November and December basketball, but Golden State was doing so well. It's like you wanted to tune in to see if they would continue to win. Yeah, and they, like I said, they made a hater out of me. I was like, damn, I kind of want them to lose. Like I'm a Bulls fan, so I'm like, damn, like these guys are doing a little bit too good. And then that's when you start hearing comparisons. I'm like, all right, man, like.
Stop.
It's a totally different NBA nowadays, and you do need comparisons because you do need to measure, I guess, like players and teams against other teams. But at the same time, it's like sometimes these analysts take it too far, man. But real quick, on that meme stuff, like Complex put a meme up of Curry shooting, and on the bench they had like 3 of the crying Jordan faces. I'm like. Yeah, but I'm like stuff like that. I'm like, dude, they're 24-1.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like they're not 1-24. Like they could lose the game. They don't deserve the Jordan crying meme.
Nah.
Yeah, true.
No. I couldn't say anything about that.
You only bring it out for special occasions. Now it's been used too much.
Yeah, exactly. Now you're trying to kill it, man. Like you can only use that and Uncle Denzel a few times, man.
Yeah, no, I look at it like I'm not surprised. I mean, they played the team that are quote unquote giant killers, street killers. I mean,
Milwaukee broke the Lakers streak.
Yeah,
right?
they broke 5 team streak. They're known for them. Yeah, and they did it on the 24th.
Black
or the
Magic
24th. No, 24th win, which is celebration of Kobe in retirement. So
Shut up.
they got 24 wins.
Connection. Was that Key and Peele skit? Connection.
Oh yeah.
Connections.
Nah, but in all serious, I mean, I think this helps the team. I mean, there's a part of me that says, okay, they're young, go for it, make history. But at the end of the day, there's a bigger goal. As a Warrior, if I was a Warrior fan, I'd be like, I could care less. We're 24-1. We're killing the league. This brings it back to perspective, and now we can play normal basketball and go for the bigger picture and get the chip. So,
I just also I want to say 10, 15 years from now, I think the NBA will be a better product because if Steph Curry is quote unquote the next one up, he makes. If I was a kid right now and I was watching him play, I would feel like I would have a chance to play in the NBA if I practice super hard. When I used to watch Michael Jordan dunk from the free throw line and I couldn't dunk on my damn crate outside in the street, I'm like, all right. Like, I know I had to do work, but some of that was physical talents. And not saying Curry's not a physically gifted person, but compare him to LeBron James.
A lot of it is more from like
skill.
The Curry thing was cool to me just because it kind of gives those kids that aren't LeBron James or freaking Porzingis or all that, where like they're mad young and just retardedly like freakish dimension, like 7 foot whatever. Where now you have the random kids are like, you know what? If I work really hard, I might be able to get up there.
Exactly.
Well, the league has always been if you could shoot, you could have a place in the league. That hasn't changed. It's been like that for a while. With Curry is this generation's Jordan, and that's just in terms of impact and him being right now he's quote unquote the best player in the league by default. Mm-hmm. My opinion still says when LeBron wants to be, he could put it all together and be better than Curry. But Curry is not taking any days off. He's coming out every night, putting on a shooting display that's unreal. And right now, you couldn't tell me nobody's better than him. I don't care how many points these other dudes is dropping. Curry out here making teams look like dope fiends out here, just dropping 50 with like a true shooting percentage of like 61%.
And not even playing in the fourth quarter.
Yeah. Curry is doing his thing. More props to him. Keep doing your thing. And it'd be cool to see more ball handlers with a jump shot in the
But
gym.
that's what I feel. I feel like a lot of people now, they're going to be like, I don't need to try to do a reverse dunk. Like, now people are going to be like, I need to work on my jump shot. So that's why, I mean, like, fundamentally, I think the game is going to be in a better place if this is the future that kids are looking up to. Like,
Well,
now
hopefully
they're
they
going
don't
to be
take
like,
half-court shots, though. Shit.
yo, true. Like, yo, that dude is gifted.
Yeah.
Even on our hottest streak, and we all play basketball, like, he does stuff that you rarely see, yo. Like, his range is crazy.
Yeah. His range is from Venus. Like,
Straight up.
like Milky Way. So, but he still ain't better than Kobe in his peak. Just gotta let y'all know that.
Everyone knows that, man.
Everybody
You know
knows
what?
that.
I think when it comes to sports as well, and when somebody is so not celebrated, but they kind of celebrated too. Like those 2 years that they gave I don't know if it was 2 years, but I remember Carmelo won an MVP during Jordan's like peak years, and everyone knew it should have went to Jordan. Kobe got robbed on at least 2 MVPs because they were just like,
Kobe
he should have at least 3. And yeah, in my eyes, he should have 3. But the NBA was like, why are we going to give it to him? And
2003 to 2008, he should have 3.
They felt bad. They're like, nah, let's spread the wealth.
Well, the one Durant won, I think that was justified. Durant went nuts that year.
Yeah, I mean, you could say the same with, well, maybe Derrick Rose, but
Derrick Rose had an amazing year.
Oh yeah.
But at the same time, if they gave it to LeBron, none of us would be like, yo, they robbed Derrick Rose or they robbed Durant.
Nope, you're right.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, Barkley and Malone took those as Jordan's trophies.
And then Steve Nash with Shaq. I know there was.
Oh man, I remember that. That's crazy.
Shaq and Kobe.
It's crazy.
I was like, they really hating on the Lakers. They're like really hating. Like Steve Nash was good, but he wasn't even rape case Kobe 2003 good. Like
rape case Kobe.
Yeah.
See, that's
RCB, RCKB, yo.
Yeah. That's just wrong. But also too, though. But now, you know, this is Kobe's like twilight year, I should say. But
Twilight months.
Yeah.
Hey, to be fair, he's had a couple good games these last couple games. So
no, man, he's playing his heart out. I get that, you know. But also too, like, you know, he's retiring now at the end of his career, and we were talking about before how, like, you know, sometimes the legends don't go out when they should be going out, and then point in case
God.
with
I know where this is going.
The point in case with Roy Jones Jr. this past weekend and his I don't even want to call it a fight.
I mean, who did he get? Did he get knocked out by a butcher? Who did he get knocked out by?
Are we talking about Roy Jones?
Yes, we are. This is the title of one article. After brutal knockout loss, Roy Jones Jr. needs to retire.
Yeah, and that's what I was trying to say. Like last podcast, like I feel like sometimes. I can make this case for Roy Jones. Like I feel like the kids growing up nowadays, they just know him as a commentator. Yeah. They don't know what that dude was. Like he was hands down, pound for pound, one of the greatest to step in the ring. Is it his fault that he literally had no one to fight and he had to go up and wait? Because there was no one in his division.
Yeah, he's like this guy saying right now. Just the first thing. He's like, Roy Jones Jr. needs to retire from boxing. That's all there is to it. Period. Explanation point. End of story. Whatever.
You know, I want to know who.
And yeah, the dude was an exciting fighter.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was fun to watch. Like he was my favorite person to watch boxing wise.
After in my lifetime is Tyson and Roy Jones. But I just want to know who's in his corner. Will just say convinced him like, yo, I think you still got it, B. Like you go in there and like win. He lost to a race car driver. The dude he lost to was Enzo.
Oh man, I just watched it right now.
Macarinelli. He lost to a F1 race car driver. That's not cool. Roy Jones.
Is it money? Is it money why he's still fighting? Like I don't get why this dude is still in the ring.
There's no way in hell you can convince me and say, and Roy Jones can convince me and say, you know, I got it, B. I still got the speed. You know, I can go in there, Team Jordan. No, Negro, sit your ass down. You're done. So
well,
hey, look, brain damage, man.
Since 2011, actually, that's what it says.
But when he lose, he don't lose gracefully.
Yeah.
by decision. He been losing by like getting knocked out.
Yeah, this knockout's not. This knockout's not too pretty actually.
People making a name like I knocked out Roy Jones. Like,
but it's getting to the point it doesn't even count now. When people say you're like, okay.
Yeah. But also, I guess it's the legend part. You know, it's like, do you retire at your peak, or do you like when do you retire? I guess that's the best way to put it.
He won't be tarnished, man. Because I remember in his peak, there was no one better. There was no one better.
Yeah.
And when he it's retarded.
He was fun to watch, man. He was really fun. I remember the one where he what did he do? Oh, he played a semi-pro basketball game. Then he came in and he commentated a fight, and then he went back into the dressing room, got dressed, came out, and then did a fight.
No, when he
all in one day. I was like, what?
He broke a man's ribs that sounded like a shotgun blast on TV.
It's like I don't even understand this. And then I remember because he was sitting there, I think it was Larry Merchant was talking about, yeah, Roy, you don't really fight nobody. He's like, well, tell me who I should fight. Who's left?
Yeah,
he's right.
He's right.
Yeah.
He fought everybody. He didn't run away. It's just the division or the people that was in his weight class was just booed. Like, there's nobody out there. Like, well, I guess we can put Jim Jamoski out there and see what he can do.
But see, that wasn't his fault. He was out there looking exciting. He was getting rid of these garbage truck men and plumbers. He was like just smacking people around.
And he didn't even entertain him. That one loss he took to that dude that took a knee and they disqualified him.
Oh, disqualification, yeah.
Yeah, he beat the business off. He beat his last name off his fucking nameplate. It was crazy. Because when Roy Jones was mad, oh man, like he was like, what am I gonna do?
Yeah, in the great words of Harvey Dent, you either die a hero or live long enough to see yourself become the villain. Roy Jones is officially a washed-up villain, yo. He should have died a hero. And that's what I was saying about Kobe. That's why I'm happy this is his last year. If he would have been like, yo, I got another year left in me, a lot of people, your vision is going to start to get cloudy. You're going to be like, yo.
Well, like I said, we don't remember Jordan and them on and off again retirements. Like, Kobe just having this extra year. Like, to his credit, when he tried to come back, when he was healthy these last 3 years, he was actually putting up numbers. This year,
20 plus, right? 20 plus.
20 plus. And he was still in the quote conversation of being one of the top 20 best players. Now it's like, okay, you're hurt or you're coming back from injury, and you playing like you coming back from injury. So there is no doubt in my mind that you need to retire. 3 years ago, before the Achilles and the kneecap and the shoulder, he was out there balling, trying to help his team win. And when you had I asked the person this. I said, were you a Warrior fan? I was like, were you nervous against a couple teams that you almost lost? He's like, no, we got Curry. That's how I felt as a Laker fan. Like, whenever you got a healthy Kobe, you feel like everything's okay. Like when you had Jordan in his heyday, he was like, okay, what? We got Jordan.
Okay, what they had, yeah, exactly.
Yeah, you're right. No, that's a good point. That's a very good point. But yeah,
Kobe needs to go back to Germany and get that Red Skull serum so he could come back and play. Yep. I don't know what he did in Germany, but he needs to do it again.
I think everybody doing that. Like, everybody caught up. He was ahead of the game for that one.
I was like, what's he doing in Germany? Next thing you know, this dude was dunking again. I'm like, oh, okay.
No, yeah, Kobe should have retired literally 5 years ago.
They gave him that Nazi juice. It was over, yo.
Gave him that super serum that turned people into Captain America. He came back dunking like it was Kobe with the afro and the number 8 in his chest. I was like, woo.
He blew the spot because he told the media. They were like, we can't give you any more serum, yo. Get out of here.
Yeah. Hey, I lightweight forget, too, how he, like, because, I don't really remember him as a dynamic dunker. I had to go look at some clips, and he embarrassed a lot of people.
He could fly. He used to fly.
I just don't remember that a part of his game, though. It's just like, I just don't. Like, Jordan, you remember, he punished some fools in the air. First 10 years, Jordan was just dunking on fools left and right. Street ball Jordan when he used to rock the chains.
Yeah.
And then he became this like post up jump shooter, too strong for small guards. But like I forget about Kobe's just aerodynamic dunks in the air, like where you go around the back and reverse windmill 3. It was like crazy. I was like, damn, I forgot Kobe had that. Forgot he won a dunk contest too.
Oh yeah. Took Isaiah Ryder's dunk.
Yep, I remember that. So let me keep it moving so he doesn't make it a Kobe fest.
Yeah, we don't
We could talk about NFL, but
we could. There is something I want to talk about. We can wait. That'll be my final word.
Yeah, we'll do that. But in the other biggest thing this week is Star Wars going out this weekend.
What?
And
Wait,
if you haven't noticed by Disney whoring out to every single piece of Star Wars ever, yo, you go to freaking the gas station, you go to the deli, you go to the freaking 7-Eleven.
To the supermarket, yo. I swear.
You go to the supermarket.
As soon as you open the door, dun, 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 dun. I'm like, man.
Yo, they got Star Wars, anything, you name it, they got it.
But I'm going to watch, though, in New York. We're going to go to the theater, Cam. We're going to have to watch this somewhere.
I'm down.
Wait, when you coming out this week or next week?
Next week.
22nd.
Yeah.
Oh, you don't listen to Cam. He's probably going to see it twice then.
Actually, I'm actually not seeing it this weekend. I have to see it till Sunday. But yeah, it's that's the thing.
You have to know that movie's coming out. I don't care.
Yeah, I want to see it anyways. But that's the thing. I actually agree with you, Duane. Like there was a point where I was looking around and I was like, God damn, man, they got fucking a sponsor for Arby's and McDonald's and Burger King.
I went to Target. They had a Darth Vader toaster. I went to get coffee cream. I saw R2D2, C3PO cream, Darth Vader cream, Ewok cream. Yo, anywhere you go in there, I feel like they've taken over every store. But my thing is, why? Everyone knows this movie's coming out.
I think they're doing it more because they can. To me, it looks like Disney's taking the approach that they do with their cartoons, where they do license some products for mad shit. It's even the Christmas. It's around Christmas time. People have those ugly Christmas sweater parties, whatever. And I saw a whole bunch of licensed Star Wars ugly sweaters and shit like that. I'm like, damn, dude. George would have never done this, but then Disney's a marketing machine, so
Check it.
Dude, do we really need Star Wars SpaghettiOs and Yoda toothpaste? No, I'm gonna take a picture and put it on the table toothpaste so you guys can see what I'm talking about. It's out of hand.
Check this out. Listen to this. Let me see if I can get it up.
Master, can we start this drive? Wonderful. You are now a part of the tribe.
You guys hear that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What was that?
That's Waze. They have incorporated R2D2. No, CP3O's voice when you get the directions.
R2D2? You trying to make me crash?
No, there's CP3O. Whatever the Go robot is.
Homie don't even speak, yo.
Yeah.
Yo, what's the direction?
Yeah.
What the fuck?
Yeah, you off the highway. They trying to give you cheating.
Yeah. What the hell does that mean?
Make a left.
It's like Joey going the wrong way.
Yeah, okay, thanks, Han Solo.
Hey, but I'm not as annoyed by the Star Wars stuff than this new X-Men stuff. I'm very annoyed by it.
Yeah, dude, there's been a slew of trailers that just came out this past week, and it was
that sucked.
Yo, Turtles, X-Men, Independence Day, Star Trek just came out. Batman. And you know what? I have not watched any of them. I have not watched not one.
Now I'm not as critical on the Batman Superman anymore because I've lowered my expectations. This X-Men stuff, I don't like the way they're doing it. I like the Batman Superman is the least of my worries now. I'd rather go see Star Wars and Batman vs Superman and whatever else comes out after that. I'm intrigued.
I never had high hopes for Batman vs Superman when it got announced, and the director, I'm like, all right, I'll watch it. But
yeah.
So even when I saw the trailer, I was like, they just turned it from Batman versus Superman to Batman and Superman. I feel like that's bad promotion.
Yeah, I was gonna watch it, and then all my geek homies are like, "Yo, it's so bad," and they were like, after a while, I'm almost at that point now where I kind of just don't even want to watch trailers anymore. I have no I watched the X-Men one because I was curious, but
But it didn't even look good, right? When I saw it, I was like, this looks like it could go straight to video.
Yeah, it was it was interesting, but I don't know if it was good. And I didn't watch the Independence Day one. I'm not even sure why that movie's even.
I'm not even watching that film, so who cares?
Why would you? Why?
You're gonna watch it when it comes to DVD.
There we go.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you're gonna watch it. Let's not say we're not gonna watch it. We're gonna watch them all.
We're not gonna pay for it.
But
Wink.
A lot of pay.
yeah, but I actually do watch all the Star Wars trailers because I think they're doing it right. Like,
That's what
I still don't know what's going on.
I was gonna say the same thing. I have no clue what the movie's about.
Yeah. My one of my coworkers said the same thing. He's like he watched like the Japanese cut and then this
They're
cut
not giving
and
away
this
anything.
and that. And that's what he said. He was like, honestly, they'll probably show a little bit more footage, but you're still like, what the fuck is going on?
I have
Yeah,
no
like,
idea. All I know is somebody got the Force. Somebody's taking up Darth Vader's mantle and mantra. Somebody can hold a lightsaber, and they're bringing reoccurring characters. As far as where the story is going, Kanye shrugged to that. I have no idea. Your guess
No
is-
one does.
No one does, and that's a good trailer.
Yeah, you look at the trailer and you're like, there's nothing given away about the story. Granted, you might see some of the visual world, but
Well, we know a stormtrooper can be black. That's about it. He was like, "Whoa, that's a." I thought they were all Aboriginal, like they were twins.
people were pissed about that.
Black
What?
stormtroopers.
He was black anyway.
Yo, man, affirmative action, son.
I mean, he was Aborigine, wasn't he? Like an Aboriginal Jedi?
Yeah, like New Zealand. The main dude is New Zealand. Yeah.
Are you talking about Jabba? I mean Jabba. Sorry.
Nah, Boba.
Boba. Yeah.
Boba, Jango Fett, and Boba Fett. They
Boba.
basically were Kiwis.
Boba. But yeah, you're right though. Like, all the trailers for Star Wars, like it
They've
looks
been tasteful.
cool and it gets you excited, but you have no idea what the fuck's going on. Like you're
Yeah,
just
somebody asked me what Star Wars about this new one. I was like, man, it's like the stormtrooper, right? He got a lightsaber, but I can't even explain it. Like I was like, I don't even
And
know.
the cool thing is, we know Luke is in it, but we haven't seen him yet. We know,
Yeah,
you know what I mean? Like, we don't know
Honestly,
where they're at and how they play into the story.
That's honestly genius. Like not showing Luke in any trailer.
No, they show him. They show him twice.
Oh,
They show his hand in one, and then they show him at the very end of one.
You're right.
See, that's that super slow motion.
Yep.
Yo, don't
Yep.
blink right there.
Yeah. But it's one of those things too where it's like, you know, they're doing at an age where all these trailers are leaked and all of this stuff. Like they're still making the trailer relevant. Like when the trailer for Star Wars came out, it was a big deal because everyone was like, "Oh shit!" Like
Watch they bring Lando Calrissian back. Watch they bring Billy D old ass back. I'm gonna be so juiced. I'm gonna be like, yes,
Yeah.
bring back Billy D.
because he was played by what a Latino, and like
What?
the wasn't it Jimmy who? They changed his character because he was black in the. Yeah, somebody. Wasn't that his character?
Wait, Lando?
What?
We talking about Lando?
Yeah, didn't they bring him back in one of those episodes?
Nah, they never brought him back.
Nah, they never brought him back. Lando's always been in his Colt 45.
Yeah.
Oh right.
I mean, if damn, I forgot this dude's dead. Carl Weathers in Creed, but I mean, hey, you're bringing back
Yo,
the
that's
pencil black man mustache, then you might as well bring back Billy D.
Mm-hmm.
True. Yo, man.
I wouldn't be
I wanna
surprised
action
if he's not in there. They never showed him, but
I'm too scared to go IMDb, so I'm not even gonna look.
nah.
Yeah, dude. I might like the premiere, the red carpet premiere was today, like for
I saw some pictures of it already.
Yeah, Periscope Ninth Wonder was at the premiere.
Yeah, I was looking at some people's Periscope too. It's kind of cool.
He was out here DJing on Friday too.
Oh, nice. Yeah, that was dope. But yeah, I think I might have to go Facebook Dark for like the next week. Just be like, I'm good.
Just wait till I get out there. We go watch it.
Like just Facebook Dark. I'm like, and it's funny because like my at work, like about 25 people bought tickets to Star Wars on Thursday at 7 p.m. And this was like what, a month and a half ago, almost 2 months 2 months ago because went out. The tickets were on sale. So
over and under, they get $1 billion in the first day.
Man. But what's so funny is like, so about 25 people, they're all like designers and stuff like that. They all bought tickets, and then like 2-3 weeks ago, the holiday party gets announced, and it's on Thursday at 7 p.m. So now, like, only me and 2 other designers didn't buy tickets. It'll be us 3. So we're like, yo, we have about 2 hours to get drunk. So by the time these fools come in, hollering, hooping about Star Wars, we can leave.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I would do.
Yo, I don't want to hear no thumbs ups. I don't want to hear nothing. Leave me alone.
So what's up with girls not like every girl? Every time dudes talk about Star Wars, girls be like, I just don't get it. I be like, what's wrong with y'all? Y'all don't like cereal? You don't like Like,
What?
yeah, I'm at work. No lie, I'm at work. She was like, "How do you just like cereal?" I was like, "What's wrong with you communist?" She's like, "I don't get why guys like Star Wars." I was like, "What planet do you live on? Like, how do you not like this?" It's one thing.
It's also too though. You forget like because the people at work, it's like a couple girls that they've never
Yeah, it
seen
depends
it
on how
before.
old they are too.
Yeah, like what I've been noticing is between 30 and like 33, 34, I'm seeing more usually women that haven't watched Star Wars and just never was an interest. Like just they're around the age of Star Wars being popular. Like I would say between if you're like if you're 30 and older, you somehow came in contact with Star Wars. But I've
Man,
been but at least a little bit. Not like you're not like I have
No,
to
no,
watch
no,
it.
no, no.
But
You honestly, if you're 40 or older, you have no choice but to be in contact with
yes,
Star Wars. There's
yes.
people in their 30s who haven't seen it.
Yeah, exactly. That's why I'm not even like when people say they don't even see it, I don't even flinch anymore. I'm like, oh, where? And they're like, oh, should I
no,
watch it?
okay. It's one thing to have not seen or saw the movie, but it's another to not be conscious or aware that it exists. Some
Yeah,
people
true.
don't know what Star Wars is.
Yeah, you're right. That's when it gets kind of stupid. Like
That's what I be like. What's wrong with you?
yeah,
Like a girl, girls, man, they like cupcakes, hate driving directions, hate Star Wars, and don't eat cereal. Yeah.
don't eat cereal.
Who doesn't eat cereal?
Girls, they don't like
You
milk either.
literally, like you don't have parents if you never eat cereal. Like, who doesn't give you a bowl of cereal and say make it yourself?
This girl said, "I just hate cereal." I was like, "Man, you are allergic to love."
Does she listen to music?
Yeah.
Squirt up, yo.
Yo, you like
You hate love.
like a value judgment from not liking cereal.
Man, I was taken aback by it. I was like, okay, you hate her.
Dude, that shit
never
is
heard
that is hilarious. But yeah, I mean, man, the Star Wars is gonna be crazy, and then honestly, I'm kind of glad it's finally coming out because then now it can kind of end the 2015 like movie stuff, and there's actually been some dope ass movies this year. So I mean, I finally got to catch up. Like I saw Mad Max.
That was really, really
yeah,
good.
that was dumb. That was dope.
It was one of my favorite movies of the year.
Yeah, it was ill,
I
man.
still gotta go see The Martian. I haven't seen that.
Oh
Yet.
yeah, that dude went to my the author of that went to my high school. Really random.
Okay. I didn't watch what's the one with oh my god, it's with she was in the Blind Side. What's her name?
Sandra Bullock?
Sandra
Yeah,
Bullock, yeah.
what was the space movie?
Gravity.
Space. Oh, yeah. That was like 2-3 years ago, right?
No, but I'm just saying it's just one of those movies that it didn't interest me for some reason. But
yeah,
The Martian, yeah, it was like the people was like you got to go see it in the theater because it was like one of those movies.
I saw it in 3D. It was cool in 3D.
You know what? I saw it at my friend's house that has a 3D TV, and it was actually pretty cool.
Yeah.
Like it was like three of us with the glasses. We're like, yo, this shit's kind of hot.
I think that's the only way I'll watch that movie is if somebody has the 4K 3D TV and they have the glasses. I'll watch it.
It was dope. I mean, it's kind of it's a weird movie. It's kind of long. It's quiet, and like it's not like, hey, let's watch Gravity. You know? Not like
Exactly. It's just about life, how guys have to calm women down. So.
Why? Because you hate cereal? You're like,
yo, Kim, am I lying? Is that not what the movie was?
Yo,
with this dude, George Clooney. He was like the voice of reason. Like, eat browns, relax.
Who was it? Amy Poehler, Tina Fey. They're talking about that movie, and they're just like, it was like Gravity, the movie where even that George Clooney will even use space to get away from women or something like that.
Oh yeah, I heard that joke. Yeah.
What else? Oh, did you guys watch Dope?
Not yet. That's another one.
Yeah, it was good, man. It was really like I would say out of.
So you guys are both born in Cali.
Top 5. Yeah.
Did it give you a Cali vibe?
I haven't seen it yet, so I'm gonna watch that this weekend.
I mean, it's a SoCal movie, and it had that vibe.
Definitely
the thing that I liked the thing I liked about it though was two things. One, the score was by Pharrell, and there's a lot of like original music in it. I thought was pretty cool, and it was done well. But also too, the you know how it kind of focuses on them being like inspired by '90s and blah 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 blah. Like like that's a small part of the movie, but it's not the whole thing. And so I thought the writing was smart, and it was like a good, like to me this was a lot better than Dear White People, and I thought like the acting was really well. Like they just did a real job, and surprisingly, dude, A$AP Rocky he killed it.
He was good, yeah.
He was really good.
It was dope because you're right. They were inspired by '90s, but ASAP hit them with some '90s shit, and they were
Yeah,
like,
yeah,
they
yeah.
they were more posers than anything. Was
Yep.
just like, that
Mhm.
actually didn't come out in the '90s.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. But no, I really enjoyed it. Like I didn't, I kind of didn't go in with the like, oh, it's gonna be super dope. But I was like, oh, dude, this is what happens when creative people get together and they support. Like Pharrell, I think is what executive producer on it, did the
Yeah,
score for it, and so like it was kind of cool that they all. And then like I just recently watched Top Five for Chris Rock, and I liked it. I mean, I watched it already, but I liked it. It was in the same vein where it was like, oh man, Questlove did the score, and there's a lot of black comedians that are in the movie, and like Rosario Dawson's in there, and all that kind of stuff. I just like, I'm glad we kind of need to see more of that. I think just in general.
I agree.
Yeah.
To give people, I think Creed is going to be one of those movies where you kind of see it from a black point of view and kind of get like it's done by a black director and actor.
Yeah,
So,
man. That's
yo,
They
just
one
trying to
thing.
get Ava DuVernay. They're
Renee.
trying to have her direct Black Panther.
Oh
That
no,
was
they're saying the dude from Creed is going to do it now. They're in talks to have him doing it.
Really,
She
dude.
dropped out of it. She's not doing it anymore.
Yo, man,
Okay.
that's a young cat, dude. He's from
Oakland.
Oakland.
From the Bay.
Yeah, man.
Yo,
He's dope,
one
man.
thing. Are there any Oscar or Academy Award winning movies this year? Like I know last year we had like American Sniper, Birdman, like Boyhood, The Imitation Game, Selma, Whiplash. Like I haven't seen any commercials or what I mean, like how they always wait to the end of the year to be
yeah,
like,
you're right.
yeah, like I don't. What are the movies this year? I think
Oh,
Star Wars blew up everything. Like no
you know
one's like,
what?
I'm bringing
What
up my
about
movie.
what about that the Leo movie, Revenant or
I well,
the one
doesn't
that
that come out
was
in like
weird?
January or something?
Oh, yeah, you're right.
Oh, where it looked like it looked like Last of the Mohicans type of deal.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, yeah, yeah, yeah.
it's like he got left for dead. Tom Hardy's
yeah,
in that too.
yeah. Tom Hardy's the man. I gotta watch that twin movie that he did. I forgot it came out.
But I don't remember the last year where there were movies where I'm like, oh, this is a
There were
quote
a lot of
unquote
movies.
Academy Award winning movie.
Yeah, there was a lot of movies last year. I had no appeal to go see Selma. I don't know why I didn't want to go see it. I was just like, eh. Like,
Have you
Which one?
watched it yet? Selma.
no, I haven't. It
See
just
what?
didn't grab me. I feel like okay, I don't know. That's just me. I just feel like okay, it didn't speak to me. I didn't like the trailer. I read some thoughts on like the direction of it, but that wasn't what swayed me because they were just talking about Coretta Scott King's role in it and how they didn't really tell a good story about her and how she played a part in Martin Luther King's life and stuff like that. But that wasn't what made me sweat. I saw the trailer. I was like, yeah, I don't know. I just wasn't into it. Maybe it's something I will revisit later. I do that from time to time. There's movies that have come out and they are good. Like Dope is a good movie. I keep hearing good things about it, but it's just I don't know. I have to come to it naturally. It's just not something I'm going to go out and see. Like Star Wars, I'm going to go see like immediately when it comes out. But certain movies, it just takes me a minute to gravitate to it, and it's not because I hear people say it's good. It's just one of those movies like I'll just get to it. It doesn't grab me like certain other movies do.
Yeah, no, I did the
Plus,
same thing because I didn't watch I haven't seen Selma either, but I haven't watched any of the sad black movies in the last 2 years.
The last one I watched was 12 Years a Slave.
Oh man,
I still haven't watched that.
I have no interest in 12 Years a Slave. I know it's good, but I just don't. I'm not. You got to be in a mood to watch a slave movie. I'm just not in this mood to watch a slave movie.
Yo,
Like I know it's good. And I know there's
agree.
amazing performances and like, but it's crazy because like I have Amazon Prime. And I was like going through the movies and they have Glory in there. I'm like, oh, Glory. I'm like, wait a minute.
Hey, I can watch
wanna be
Glory
down.
last year
I can too, but man, man,
because
It's kind of tough.
yeah, that's
Mentally,
shit.
are you? Yeah, but mentally, are you prepared to watch it?
Man, I watched
That's
street
tough.
street ball Denzel right there. That's street Denzel. That's when you get to watch street Denzel. It's
Yeah,
like
but
I can watch Malcolm X once a year.
Yeah.
I can watch Godfather once a year.
see, yeah, but movies like 12 Years as a Slave, Glory, those are draining. You know
Yeah,
what I mean?
I think that's what it is too. I think also I'm looking at it from
When it's
like
over, you're like, oh, shit hasn't changed. Like,
Yeah,
that's what you feel like, oh, man.
so someone was saying the same thing.
Shawshank Redemption, I can watch again.
Oh yeah, that's
All
like
the
a feel-good movie.
classics. Yeah,
Yeah.
and I'm
But
not saying
like-
these other
but-
movies aren't.
But you're not watching Schindler's List.
Yeah, exactly.
I
But like-
still have
but like-
not watched that. I still haven't watched it.
Oh, it's dope, but it's like it's one of those movies where you watch it once and like, all right, I think I'm okay.
Yeah, you're like, I don't need to watch this again.
Yeah.
Like when I watched Requiem for a Dream, I'm like, I'm good. I don't think I'll ever do drugs, and I don't need to see this again.
Yep. Same thing. That one in Dance in the Dark. Yo, Dance in the Dark is an awesome movie. Bjork did an amazing performance. I will never watch that movie again.
Oh yeah, exactly.
I recommend it to everybody.
Wait. Breaking. We might have Ant come on the show because the Giants won.
It'll be too obvious if he comes on.
Yeah, you're right.
Yo.
He's like, yo, fellas, my bad.
Yeah, everything's okay. I just wanted to let you guys know. Oh, like another movie, Precious. I would never watch that movie again.
Never seen it. I never had no interest.
All jokes aside, both of you guys, like I watched it. I think somebody was playing it during Thanksgiving. The movie ended. I said, "What did I just watch, yo?" There was nothing was redeeming. It was just like, it was basically a horror movie where the killer, where you thought you killed the bad person and it just popped back up at the end and was like, yeah. That's how I felt watching that movie. I was like, I didn't feel good after it was over. You can't watch movies like that twice.
Oh man.
But it's worth watching.
No, not Precious. I would never watch it again. I wouldn't even.
No, but
some of the movies that we're talking about.
Yeah.
It's worth watching once.
Even Precious?
No, I wouldn't say watch that again. Like I
No,
love
not watch it again. But is it worth watching for?
No, it wasn't that good to me. I mean, it was decent. Like
it's
for example,
okay, go
like
ahead.
Hotel Rwanda. I thought that was a good film, but I could only watch it once. I'm like,
yeah, that movie's heavy too. That's a heavy film. But yeah, but I guess, that was their point. Like those movies are supposed to be like the impact, like you're not gonna watch it. It's meant for that. Like because like it's kind of like the same thing with people talking about. Oh, it's like TV shows now where someone asks me to watch, like if I'm watching certain shows, and sometimes I just don't like. Say for instance there's some people that just started watching Luther now because Luther's coming back in a little bit more steam. And like Luther's a dope. Like Luther's dope. Like it's probably one of the best cop shows I've watched. Like out of all the detective type procedurals, like one of my favorites.
Yeah.
Now there's people that are like diehard CSI fans or those other ones, or like medical dramas. Like I don't watch medical dramas. I used to watch freaking Chicago Hope back in the day, and ER. And they killed freaking at ER. They killed a black dude. I forgot the black dude's name.
Eric.
No, not even.
You talking about Omar Epps or Eric LaSalle?
Yeah, Omar Epps is on it. Omar Epps is on it, and they killed him.
Oh wait.
Nah, it was Omar Epps. Yeah, they killed Omar Epps,
person.
man. After that, I was like, I'm done, I'm done with medical dramas.
Yeah, they got rid of the dude that on Grey's Anatomy, the black guy, and I was done with that season 2.
That's because he called the ref a gay person, and they had to kick him off.
Yeah, he did a Rondo.
Yeah, he pulled a Rondo.
Yeah, but also I think too, now that I'm a little bit older, I just like watch the stuff that I like to watch. Like if I'm not interested, like I'm not really interested in drug and cop shows as I used to be back in the day, so I don't really watch any of those type of shows. Like there's a few things I watch. I watch like more like some of the comic book movies or some of the fantasy ones, but I'm not like there's nothing that I'm like, oh man, I have to watch this. Like kind of like with everybody, or same thing with like say Serial, the podcast, where everyone's talking about it and it's really really dope. I listened to the first episode. Yeah, I watched the first episode. I see why people like it, but I just wasn't really into it. So I was like, it's not. Really
you know what I'd rather watch is New York Undercover. I can watch that over again.
Yo, you know what? That would actually be interesting if they redid it, just to see. I like that they had the musical aspect of it, where they had to go to that club, and then all of a sudden in the background, Biggie's performing.
Yeah, it's actually one of the shows where you could see it getting remade, and like as fans of the original, you won't be super mad because it's more of like a kind of cult classic. So it's like you can't touch it, but as long as you do it in the right way.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, and again,
because man, it was the flyest cops I ever seen. Like that almost made me want to be an undercover because I was like, you get to wear Tommy, Polo, Helly Hansen, and shoot a motherfucker in his kneecaps. I'm down.
That was so New York, that show.
Dude, that was, and like I'm younger too, so I'm.
Hey, but why find out Torres, the guy that played Torres, was Italian? He wouldn't even know Puerto Rican in him.
It's like Al Pacino and Scarface.
Yeah, and Malik Yoba pre-ashy lips. You know what I'm saying?
Pre-ashy lips.
Every time I've ran into that dude in New York, he's grilled me. Like I did something to him. I'm like, yo, what? I was at a bar one time. I'm drinking, and I'm leaving. I'm going somewhere. It's like him and his girl standing. So I'm like walking by. I'm like, oh, that's Malik Yoba. I'm like, why is he looking at me? Then I like look back to see somebody behind me. I'm like, why is this dude grilling me? Like it was just straight. I guess it was mad New York in him. He's just like, yo. But I seen him at least 3 more times, and he always stares at me. I'm like, does he know me from somewhere?
That's actually hella funny.
Malik Yoba will fuck you up if you listen to him. I'm putting a word out, yo. I'm a nice guy, dude. I appreciate getting grilled like that, yo.
Hey man, did you give him the head nod?
Yeah, well, not the first time because I was more in shock. Like, who's he staring at? But when I saw him the second time, I gave him a little head nod. So it wasn't.
Not the upwards head nod, the downward head nod, right?
No, I gave him the upwards head nod.
Nah, see that ain't the one. You gotta give him the downwards, like.
Oh, everything good?
Yeah, everything good. That's the the one up to we all know.
Yeah.
All disclaimer: all black people know this head nod. Whenever you at in the world, doesn't matter. Plane,
like
train,
you
automobile, you good. It's that head nod that if shit goes down, we got each other's back. You don't have to know each other. I tell people this day. I had a moment with Danny Glover, and I don't even know.
He's a tall dude, Danny Glover.
Yeah, Danny Glover.
No, is he tall? I'm asking you. Was he like a?
He's a giant. He's a giant.
He looked tall.
Yeah, he's just super tall. So me and Paul, rest in peace, Paul, wherever you at. Shouts out, Paul.
Someone hacked into his account and tweeted today, but go ahead.
Yeah, we'll get to that later. But me and Paul were hanging out one year at Cinequest Film Festival, and we were on this park bench, and this door flies open, and we see a bunch of paparazzi, and me and Paul look at each other, like, man, what's going on? Who is this? And out comes Danny Glover. And me and Danny Glover catch eyes. I give him the nod. He gives me the nod back, and we keep it moving. Paul turns to me and was like, what the fuck was that? And I was like, brother, you don't know about the head nod. All black people do this. This is like a universal code for black people. He was like baffled and shocked. It doesn't matter. Rich, old, young,
he's like, that's not true.
No, he's embedded. Yeah, it's embedded in our DNA. This is an example. Throw a piece of bread down and watch one bird come and eat it. And give it 30 more seconds. You're going to see 400 birds come out of nowhere. It's like they know they communicate with each other, so that's one of the things where we just know how to communicate, where you don't have to say anything. You don't have to be taught it.
Yeah,
it's in your blood.
When me and Cameron in Japan, we were with our friend Dan, that's from Boston.
Oh yeah.
And we're walking down the street, and we saw another African American that and we gave him the nod, and then Dan was like, "Yo, what's that?" I'm like, "What are you talking about?" He's like, "You know that guy?" I'm like, "No, I don't know that guy." But you just gave him a head nod. I'm like, yo, dude, we're in Japan, and it's African American.
The backstory, because we explained this to Dan, and Dan didn't believe us. I was like, you see this random? He was like 50 meters, and I said, you see that black guy right there? He's gonna acknowledge me. I don't even know this guy.
I see you, brother. I see you.
Yeah. Our friend Dan, white dude from Boston, was dumbfounded by this. He couldn't believe the unity that black people had in foreign countries. I was like, yo, it's real.
That's hilarious, dude. All right, on that note, let's get some final words in and wrap it up.
Wait, Ann is typing.
No, Ant's not typing. Yo, Ant should come in just for final words, yo.
Ant, come in the final word. Somebody type Ant. Tell Ant to come in for the final word.
Yo, my bad, fellas. Giants won.
Oh! Game was over.
Eli really stepped the game up.
I gotta go to my old classic "Why You Always Lying" picture for Ann right now.
Dude, that's gonna get some burn at least for another year, dude.
It has to.
And Duane put the picture. For those that don't know, Duane put the picture up of the Seinfeld chef talking to you.
With the no podcast for you 1 week. I was on her no.
No, keep that bit.
Yeah, I can't repeat it. I'm about to give him the KO right now on this one, y'all. This picture.
Oh
so
man,
disrespectful.
So hilarious.
Yeah, but shout out to the homie Paul who tweeted today after like a 4-year hiatus. Like I said, he tweets every fiscal.
I saw he liked one of my posts, and I was like, Paul. I'm like, do I know a Paul? I went. I was like, no, this can't be Paul. Then I looked. I was like, oh man, he's still alive. Then I went on his page. I'm like, this dude had 3 tweets up today. I'm like, is he back?
What is this? I don't even know his Twitter handle. What is it? PJE?
I'll look for it. I'll put it in the chat for you.
Yeah, I forgot actually.
That's how long it's been. We don't even know his Twitter account handle.
I hope he's not one of those people where he's just online looking at stuff without saying stuff.
He's trolling.
Yeah,
lurker?
yeah, exactly.
You voyeuristic lurker.
I'm not a fan of people who do that crap.
Man,
That's
Twitter need to come out with
hilarious.
an app or some type of filter. Lurker vision. Like, they can tell you just be lurking. Like LinkedIn, when people, they let you know who've been lurking on your profile.
Yeah. Yo, the people don't even know that to this day. When somebody requests me, I go to a private window so I can see who it is. I'm not clicking on it so I can be like, oh, Duane was looking at your page.
Yeah.
You don't need to know that.
Exactly.
That's awesome, dude. That is awesome.
Unless she hot, I let her know I'm there.
See,
You peep
who
it?
tries? Yeah, but who tries to mac on LinkedIn, man? Yo, you are the worst, yo.
You know my mantra.
People out here trying to get jobs. This dude trying to mac on LinkedIn.
What is my mantra, Duane? From season 1.
I can't remember, yo.
I fuck friends.
Oh my god, I remember that one too.
Macking
And now co-workers.
Yeah.
Oh man, LinkedIn, that's the worst.
I barely get on LinkedIn. I get updates in the email saying, "Hey, this person wants to invite you to connect," and I'm like, "All right, whatever." But it's mainly coworkers that I'm already coworkers with. You know, so like, what the hell?
Yeah.
What I need to
they
connect?
work together. Like, I don't need you up here.
It's just like your roommate that wants to connect with you on Instagram. I see you every day. I know what your life is like. I don't want to watch what you do outside of the apartment.
But that's even when you're at work and then people want to be your like Instagram friend and you're like, but you're boring, dude.
Oh, I tell people every day. I said they want to add me on IG. I give them the look and see how many photos they got, and if they got like less than 50, I'm not fooling with them.
Same here. I'm like, no, I do the same thing. I'm like, nah, you need to meet that quota.
Yeah, I mean, Instagram is for me to look at your photographs, and if you don't have any, then it's not worth my time.
Yeah, I mean, I look at more as like inspiration and stuff too. So it's like, you got 5 pictures and that's about it. It's like, what's going on here?
Exactly. You stalker.
Why do you have an account?
Word.
He's a stalker.
Let's get off our soapbox. My bad.
Oh yeah, let's finish. Get our final words on, I guess.
What is it? I don't know what my final word is going to be about. Oh, I know what my final word is. My final word is, I like that we live in a culture now in terms of the TV watching that you can kind of watch at your leisure. And this, for some strange reason, this season I just haven't caught up on anything. I just haven't been watching. And it's actually been fun because now I can just watch at my own pace.
Straight through, right?
Yeah, like if I want to watch it straight through, like I just started Jessica Jones. I watched 2 episodes. Like I watched 1 episode Saturday. I watched 2 on Monday, like on Sunday. Like I'm just going to my own place. Like I have no real urgency to watch anything right now, and I'm actually enjoying this kind of like this is actually kind of fun. And so yeah, I try not to binge watch anymore. I try to do only 2 to 3 episodes at a time and stop and go do something else. Go walk or go see this. go actually enjoy the nature or something like that. I just,
see the world.
Yeah, like I'm not trying to sit and for 10 hours and binge watch a show anymore. Like can't do that anymore, dude. But yeah, I'm just enjoying watching TV shows at my own pace. That's all I want to say.
Okay, you want me to go or you want to go, Duane?
I don't even know what my final word is, so you could go. I'll try to think of something.
My final word is going out to the Denver Broncos.
Oh God.
And I just want to say, as a Denver Bronco fan, I'm highly disappointed in my team because they not only lost, they lost to a rival that I cannot stand losing to. And when we lose to this particular team, I lose all logic. Now, I'm a very logical dude in the sense of when I can talk and discuss sports. But when we lose to this particular team, I get ignorant. And there's no talking me down off the ledge because we are not supposed to lose this team, especially if your team is supposed to be a Super Bowl contender. This past Sunday, my team lost to the Raiders of Oakland, California, and I was not happy about it. I had people rising from the dead to let me know that my team lost to the Raiders of Oakland, California. And I want to let it be known that this Raider team made my team look like a bunch of hoes on the stroll. They ran through our line. We looked like a bunch of panties out there, and I'm not happy about it. So I want to give a final word and a shout-out to my Denver Broncos, who I believe owe me some money for that type of loss. And they were booed from the start. They look booed now, and I don't believe in them. They fake it in a $1,000 bill. So until they get it right, they can get the Italian hand gesture is all I care. They ain't even worth hot grits right now, and that's all I got to say. My team is fake, and they can go back. F the land the state they stand on. I can't stand them right now. I'm still a fan, but boo them. Boo them. I'm done.
Duane.
I guess my final word is we touched on it briefly. Luther is back tomorrow, 2-hour premiere.
What?
Yeah, on BBC.
Ooh.
Yeah, it's 2 hours. Actually, only 2 episodes this season, but they're going to be 2 hours each. And if you guys don't know about it, yeah, it's the BBC way of doing stuff.
Bro, I'm about to start working on my English accent when I come back to work tomorrow.
But in case you guys haven't watched it, Luther is about I guess Idris Elba. He plays, I don't say a kind of conflicted cop, but
he's a black Kojak. That's what I call him.
Yeah, basically.
Yeah,
like he does things by the book, but it's like sometimes he kind of bends it or tears out a few pages.
He don't bend it. That motherfucker take vice grips to it.
but honestly, it's one of the best. Like, if you're a fan of like detective or like thrillers or cop shows, it's one of the best that I've seen in a long time. So it'll be on and I'll be watching it. He should be paying me for talking about this, yo. That pretty motherfucker.
Hey, man, hide your girls from Idris.
Word, that pimp Driz.
Yeah. And it'll help you work on your British accent, too, while you're watching it.
I'm terrible at British accent. I won't even try it. That's how bad it is.
Not even going to try. All right, big shout out to Ant.
To the Giants. Yo, Cam, you had your camera on this whole time?
I did.
Yeah, I think so.
I just noticed.
Yeah. I didn't even know it was on. I thought it was off.
What up?
But yeah, shout out to Ant. And we'll see you next time. And I think anything else? Anyone else got something else? Nah, that's it.
No, that's it.
All right, this is the Table of Truth, and we are out.
Dab on them.
You can listen and download to all of our episodes of The Table of Truth on iTunes. Just search The Table of Truth podcast.